Hello and welcome everyone to the first part of my Dwarves of Erebor and the Iron Hills Let's Play for Divide and Conquer, a sub-mod for 3rd Age, which in itself is a mod for Medieval 2 Total War Kingdoms. So, with that introduction, we're just going to stick with this as Divide and Conquer Dwarves of Erebor. So, we're going to be playing on the very hard difficulty. Dwarves of Erebor won the poll. So, we are going to get going. Obviously, there is no music playing, which you guys... Well, there's no music playing for this part. For part 2, I may add in the Medieval 2 music sort of soundtrack, because that's fine to use, because that's from that game, and that's not going to get claimed on a Total War video. Yeah, the Divide and Conquer music, I have found out, does feature some stuff from other games like Battle for Middle-earth, which EA will probably claim, and I've seen happen in my 3rd Age Let's Plays. Plus, I don't know if it has anything actually from the films in terms of its music. Obviously, all the cutscenes I won't be able to feature in this Let's Play because there'll be clips from the movies. They'll have to be cut out, and yeah. But I'm going to add music to this part because I actually want to ask you guys a question before we even start playing. What music would you like me to add in? Obviously, it has to be royalty-free, and it has to be able to be used on a commercial license as such, and that because obviously my videos are monetized. So it has to be royalty-free, but then it has to allow a commercial license use for it. So if any of you have any really good kind of royalty-free music that you would recommend me layering in editing, then do let me know. Ideally, I need kind of 4 tracks. One as kind of a gentle bit of music to leave on the campaign map, and then ideally 3 battle-type tracks. I guess like a slow-paced one, a medium-paced one, and a epic, lots of intense action one that I can layer in, because that will give me a variety of music for the battles. If not, then I will be looking at producing a little bit of kind of music myself. I'm getting together with a couple of friends to see if we can record anything just for this, but that might take a little while. So in the meantime, do you guys want the music on or off in terms of adding in like the Medieval 2 soundtrack or something like that, or some music you guys recommend? You probably find that your links, if you try and post them as comments, will instantly get filtered through to spam, because that's what Google Plus does with the comments, which is a good system. So if you do want to send me music, you can either use the email link in the description, or you can send me a PM right here on YouTube and I'll pick it up, or you can just tell me the name of it and I'll Google it, or tell me without posting a link basically in the comments of how to get to it. Anyway, without further ado, Dwarves of Erebor. Woo! Dragon Slayers. Fortunately, I had to mute the music in that bit because it was all Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Rings film soundtrack stuff. Sadly, that sucked. But I may have done in editing for this video, just added a little bit of music to that. I don't know, because I'm recording this live, so I don't know what I'll have done. So, the Dwarves of Erebor and the Iron Hills, the kingdom under the mountain Erebor. This is our realm, the power of the dwarves in the easternmost edge of the western sphere, where longbeards and broadbeams delve into the lambent and virtually inexhaustible veins of precious metals that provide the power and wealth of our King Dane II. This is the power of the Iron Hills of old, the dwarf realm at the borders of those we regard as foes in the eastern man realms, farthest from the Blue Mountains, where our people fade. It was he who marched 500 of our warriors to contest the claim of the elves of the woodland realm and the lake men's ignorant demands upon the mountain, their attempt to thieve from the rightful acclamation of Thorin Oakenshield, the bearer of Orcrist. Sadly, Thorin Oakenshield was lost in this brief clash of differences, but our timely arrival won the Battle of the Five Armies, a battle that saw our final revenge upon the line of Azog. We relish in the slaying of Blorg of the Misty Mountains, Azog's son, in vain. This wondrous act forever weakened the goblins' hold on the far domain. Our arrival was not timely by fate alone, for dwarves may not be fast as elves are in war, but we have such strength that we march for days without rest on limited rations, hard tack and dried meat, as the Iron Hills have birthed us to do. The ravens still remember us, their wings bringing word of events afar. Okay, there's a lot more to read there. I'm not going to go through all that. So, a nice history of all the dwarves there. So, let's have a look around. A wandering people, the dwarves of Khazad-dûm, they will try and retake Moria if they can. So, this is using... I think this is a slightly expanded map than Third Age. Yes, it is. It goes on a lot further along all the way there. This is the Divide and Conquer submod map, which uses an extended one. So lots of realms to take. We as a faction need to take 40, and we have to take a lot of regions all along the north. We have to push south. Who do we have to kill? We have to eliminate orcs of the Misty Mountains, the remnants of Angmar, and the easterlings of Run. So okay, and we've obviously got to hold these settlements over there as well, which we start off by holding, do we not? No, we've got to conquer these. Okay. Got to hold Erebor, Goblin Town, Danes Halls, Kirikirkengathol, or something like that, and Gundabad. We got a fair bit to do. Fair bit to do, but we start off with our territories over here.
My king!
Gimli, son of Gloin.
Aye, noble sire.
Cool, and of course we have King Dane, leader of the clans, king under the mountain. Right, well, diplomacy. Where's diplomacy in this? I get confused now. Oh, there we go. Diplomacy tab, fail. Enemies, orcs of the Misty Mountains, remnants of Angmar, Easterlings of Run, and the bandits and rebels. Well, Easterlings are going to be over here, are they not? Lord Thorin. Okay, so he's still alive. We'll just pretend he didn't die. Okay, what can we build up? What is our economy like? Okay, so we have an income of 3,800. Well, it's always good to build up the economy. I found that with my elves. Let's build up the economy. What's the feast hall do? Cultural bonus. Oh yeah, because we need probably a reasonable amount, high level of culture to build our dwarven units. Pipe hall. I like that. Practice range. Axe throwers. Cool. Grain exchange. Well, that's always useful. Roads. We'll go for the grain exchange because it's cheap, cheerful. We can get us started there. Large pig farm. Mines. That's a decent amount of income as well. We should probably start building up our forces there, ready to scout on out. Erebor heavy mattocks. They sound cool. They're not actually that effective. Dwarven miners. And we have dwarven warriors. So let's get the warriors and the miners in there. I think with the dwarves, it just takes a long time. I think they're quick to recruit, but it takes a long time for them to replenish or something like that. I know there's a disability of them somewhere. Have I got a spy anywhere? Probably, but let's build another spy. And here, what are we going to go for? Practice range, get some more axe throwers, large pig farm. Let's go for the grain exchange to start with. Looks like a pretty good idea. So we've got Gloin on his own, and we've got Gimli on his own, and then of course we've got King Dane. Really, we need some units, and we need to spread on out. So we don't start with actually a capable army anywhere, really. Very, very small. Right, and we don't have any agents as far as I can tell. Show family tree. All of these guys here. Right. So Thorin, and then over on this side we have Gloin and Gimli. List scroll, that's what I want. My agents. I've got no agents. There's 2 settlements. And there's all my chaps. Right. Let's end the first turn. Esgaroth, Lake Town. Dale, just in the foot of Erebor. The foothills. Probably want to get a dignitary and send them over to Dale pretty soon. And if these end turns take a very long time, I will probably cut them out, just because I know that's an issue with Third Age inherently, and Divide and Conquer sometimes. It does make the end turns very long. But for some people, it's worse than others. I remember some people on my Third Age Let's Plays previously, Elves of Lorien and Harad, saying it takes about 5 minutes to get through it all. Whereas I never found it longer than about a minute and a half, generally. Let's see how long this first one takes, and then I'll decide whether I cut them out in future and just tell you if anything in particular happened, or obviously start recording when something does happen. But if you guys have any tips, you played as Dwarves of Erebor before, please do let me know. And also, any of you kind of have gone from Third Age or Third Age with Moz to Divide and Conquer, any tips and things that you think I should know? Because I've not played Divide and Conquer before, but I hear it is the mod to play for Third Age these days. It's just a shame I can't add in that listen to that lovely music that plays, because it's just hard to tell which is kind of music that they've used, where it's all from. If I had a complete list and knew where they were all from, then I might be able to do it. But also, music modding apparently is not that easy. I did contact the mod team and ask if they would be able to create one, but it's not as simple. I had a couple of people in the voting video saying, why don't you just find out where the music is and insert some royalty-free stuff in there? It's not as easy that, because you then have to script it in to when it appears in certain, because there's a trigger for it in certain battles. So when you're on the attack, or when the enemy's about to attack you, the music should shift and change. And apparently that's very difficult to do. But if anybody knows how to do that and wants to make a music mod, then do let me know. And Imladra says, reclaimed Eragon. Dwarves of Khazad-dûm. Okay, so they've gone to reclaim. Oh, Athelian's reclaimed. Okay, so we're getting lots of reclaimed things. Corsairs take Golden. Yeah, okay, cool. Lots of stuff going on. But yeah, if anyone knows about music modding and they can do it, then please do get in contact with me. But as far as I know, it's very difficult to do, unfortunately. Dale Cavalry. Well, that's where we can get our cav from. The thing is, I don't want to spread these guys out as kind of spies or anything like that, because they're probably going to get killed. Okay, there should be a settlement up here somewhere.
I can't even get there. No vantage point there, sire.
Probably should do a map reveal to find out where things are, so I can at least know where to go. I think it still works. Toggle _ fog of war. There we go. So we can at least see where some settlements are, because I have no idea where they all are in this map. Okay. So it's actually interesting to see where there are kind of rebel regions to start with. So we've got all these over here. So we can push out from the mountains this way. Dale, or Dalian. The Dalians can push out east as well. Run. Oh, what's over here? Who are these guys? The Dorwinian. Oh, they must be a tribe's people, I believe. Easterling capital. So they're over here. So they're going to start pushing on up. At some point, I'd assume. We have Dale here. We have Thranduil over here, which we'll need to send some people to treat with him. Valesman. There's the Valesman here. Okay. And of course, Dol Guldur. Austin Gill. There's Dol Guldur. It's obviously been expanded a little bit, the map. So, lots more realms to cover. We also have Moria. Mountain Fort. I think that's better, actually. A better setting for Moria like that. So, Moria is still held by the Mountain Orcs. But, yeah, where are the Dwarves of Khazad-dûm? Where do they actually start? I don't know. But anyway, over here we have the Mountain Orc village who we're at war with. Our Danes halls we need to retake. So if we keep pushing along here, there's those to take, but there's nothing up here. Okay, so I might as well pull my spy back and go this way. So we need to move this way, avoid the elves for now. Get over towards Gundabad. And the remnants of Angmar. And then we're all good. Right, well that gives me a bit of direction. Hopefully, I think that's useful for you guys as well. So we'll turn the Fog of War back off, because I don't want to cheat like that, to know where all the enemies are coming from and things like that. But just to let me know where I need to go is much appreciated. So, more miners. I guess we should probably get that practice range going in there, because otherwise we can't recruit more troops. And it can take a long time to recruit all these guys, or more to become available. Our population not high enough. Reasonable population, we've got enough Dwarven culture. I'll probably put that practice range in as well, though, so that we can start getting more troop types.
Aye, noble sire.
It's not like we can recruit any mercenaries. Well, let's put Gimli and Gloin together at least. We might have to send out the whole army just grouped together with lots of heroes, I would have thought. But once we send that spy over to the west, I can see how many are in that castle and determine how many I need to send. I'm not sure, because of the distance we need to travel, we'll get a battle this part, but hopefully we will do next time. Part lengths are aiming for the standards or 25 to 30 minutes per part. Obviously, a bit of leeway either side of that. I'm very much interested in live streaming this Let's Play. If you guys are, wanting to see live streams of this, as well as 1 hour specials, and there will be a schedule released either later today or tomorrow, letting you know when to expect this. Weekly, basically. That schedule should help you out. I don't think the end turn time took too long. But if you're finding them desperately boring to watch and my random commentary is not enough to fulfill you, then do let me know and we'll see about cutting out. But actually the one last time didn't seem to last too long. Obviously they probably will start dragging on a little bit as the game goes on, so I probably will end up cutting them out. But for these first few, maybe we can leave them in. But we shall see. It's obviously got little gold piles to the right and left of Erebor there, so we can make our money. It'll become a nice, big, strong kingdom. And I need to build a... Oh, that's what I should have done. I should have built another agent. New mission. Send an emissary. Right, well, first of all, we need to build one. Diplomat. And then my spy needs to come around this way.
Moving quietly.
Come on.
Sire,
There's
no
a second
further
one over
this
here.
day.
Relations worsen.
Here,
Fair
sire.
enough. Grain exchange. Good, good, good. Can't build any more for quite some time, which does suck. Let's pull our troops together and we're going to start going against the rebels. It's probably not enough to take them down, but we'll have to risk it.
We camp here until morning.
We'll have to come back, but we'll see. Over here, can't recruit any more. So Thorin kind of just has to sit there out of thought unless we want to scout out with these guys. We could scout out the territory, which I believe was down here.
March to glory.
We could
We'll rest here
recruit
the
some
night, sire.
Dale cavalry next turn. But, yes. End the turn again. That's the only bit of music I can't cut out that happens there. That's the end turn bit, but I think that's far too short for YouTube to have an issue with it. But I'll soon find out. Didn't have an issue with that with any of the Elves of Lorien or Harad after I muted the music. But with our dignitary, we can go and visit Thorin. We'll do that first. Not Thorin, Thranduil rather. So we'll go send him there first, and then we'll come back to Dale and get some treaties if we can with the Idalians. Shadow of Mordor, the Shadow of Merc. There's a lot of shadows in Middle Earth. Watch a shadow in Middle Earth. You never know who it'll be. Oh dear. Remnants of Angmar. I like your flaming sword icon. That's cool. Haradrim tribes, Mumakil, fair play. And obviously the serpent, Haradrim serpent. Then they have the, is it Corsairs, a separate faction? Because a lot of these factions have all been separated into their kind of little principalities and things like that. You have the Eastlings of Run. Ents of Fangorn. Oh, they're their own faction. That's pretty cool. Obviously not all of them are playable. Military report. So basically, it's going to take a long time before we get our best units. Yeah. Okie dokie.
Aye, my king.
Let's send him
Of course,
to
sir.
Thranduil's
you wish
halls.
to discuss?
Trade rights and an alliance. No, that's demanding. Okay, what about map information for map information?
I must say we are not convinced.
They'll do that, but I have to pay a tribute for 3 turns. Yes. Okay, we'll do it. Thranduil, you douche, you.
It was a fair deal, yes? Very well.
Of course it was a
What
fair deal.
else
Don't
do
you
have
honey
to
your
say?
words
This
with me.
proposal is of little interest.
Okay, you don't want an
We
alliance.
hope for
Well.
more fruitful parley in
Well,
future.
just remember, I might attack you
Aye,
one day.
my lord.
Hashtag just saying.
Yes, sir.
At your service.
Right. Oh, there's a region there. We can see the elves have revealed it
They
for
shall
us.
not see me, sire.
Right. They have a garrison of 3 units, and they have a little wooden castle. So they got not 3 units, 4 units.
An honor,
And I have
lord.
4 units of infantry plus my general, so I should be able to do this.
We
Let's
march
go.
to battle.
Can we hire any
Making
mercenaries?
camp here, good
Sons of the Fallen. What's this then? The Misty Mountains hold a great sorrow for the dwarves. Before it was in the halls. These high peaks that many of their brothers died in the frosty of the war of the dwarves and orcs. Innocent those who failed in battle hold their heads high, being the sire of a burned dwarf. In honour of the dead. Okay, well, they're pretty capable. Their upkeep is monstrous, though. My income's okay, but still, it's costing me a lot in expenditure and army upkeep at the moment, so no, I'm not going to hire you, I'm afraid. I need to keep with my miners
Aye, my liege.
and my warriors, which are pretty expensive as well, so we need to make sure we mine lots and lots and lots. Lots and lots of gold and get lots of trade. And I assume we can get mines, yes. Plus 900. Need to invest in that. No, we can move our other army.
Aye, noble sire.
See if we can
Aye,
find
sire.
another settlement to take.
Marching now.
Might as well expand out for now. Try and hold off against Run. But we need to be able to keep on producing troops. This could be interesting. Hopefully we won't all die very quickly. A very painful dwarven death. I would like to survive this Let's Play. I'd like to win it, to be honest. Kingdom of Gondor. How are you doing? Clans of Endwaith. The Dominion of Isengard. That's a pretty cool name. The Dominion of Isengard. Saruman. Yes. What are you doing? I don't know. What are you doing, Saruman? Going against all of Middle-earth, you sneaky, sneaky man, you. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut out the end turns after this. Just because they're a little bit boring. Because I don't get to see much going on. Reinforce the region. I have 5 turns to put 4 units there, and I'll be rewarded with some military units. Well, I should be able to take this settlement and
Aye,
then move on
my
back.
liege.
Something to investigate.
Let's try and get in here. Oh, that's alright. But I don't need to see that
Yes,
really type.
sire.
We've
Moving
managed to sneak in.
in
There's
closer.
60% chance that we can... he'll manage to open the gates for me. Huntsman, huntsman. Peasant axemen and peasant archers.
My king. By
Oh,
your
it's
will,
open,
sire,
so we can charge
shall
straight on
engage.
through. Assault
We
then,
shall hold up the
dwarves!
siege, sire.
To battle! King Dane! Fight this battle on the map. To glorious battle! Well, that's a lovely, lovely bit of artwork. Where's that from? It's pretty cool. I like it. I like that. Third Age, Total War. Divide and conquer. Start deployment. Oh, let's have a look. Let's have a look at these guys before we go any further. They do look lovely.
General's bodyguard.
General's bodyguard.
Guard this area.
Oh, I need to change my camera settings. I've just realised. I think it's Total War camera is the one I need.
Parties.
No, I need the other one. I need general camera.
Guard this area.
No, why can't I have that one? I swear there's like an FPS one as well. Or is that only in the newer Total War games, perhaps? Okay, I'll have to use that then.
Lads, assemble the lads.
Alright, well the gate's going to be open, so... Oh, shift 1. Get myself a single line. And we're going to charge on in. Get my Dwarven generals together.
Our
Start the battle.
has opened the gates.
Yes, he has. Huzzah! Open them, please. If not, we'll have to remap these controls or something. Because I'm really not used to them being like this. Send these guys just charging on in. My Dwarven generals behind. They've got Dwarven noblemen as their bodyguards. Should be able to do plenty of damage. Here go the dwarves. Go, men, go. You canny kill a dwarf. We've killed one so far. Oh, no, two. Oh, no, a few more than that, actually. Because these guys have a few more. We're about to breach through the gates. Fortunately, you will see the occasional bit of stutter and lag. Honestly, I don't know why that happens. Happens with Medieval 2 for me. I personally have a feeling it's because it's an old title, an old game, and it just doesn't run that well on Windows 7 and various bits. I can try a few things to sort it out, but I tried in vain to fix it for my Lorien and Harad Let's Plays.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
But if anyone knows a refreshing new fix, then do let me know. Keep on charging, men. I think we've got this one in the bag. Here you go. Just keep running, just keep running. Come on, lads. The peasant archers up here. We should be able to take them down. I'd have thought, okay. Oh. Dwarves, where are you going? Come on, dwarves. There's peasant archers to kill. And my generals need to get stuck in as well. Nope. There we go. Go, dwarves, go!
The battle is very much in our favour. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
That's very good to know. They're slowly moving on in. Pushing against the huntsman. Come on, you can do it, men. Cue them with your axes. Oh, they're throwing. What's my abilities here? Defense stance. Yeah, let's do it. What's King Dane's? Stubbornness of dwarves. Locks morale, decreases fatigue, and rallies routing troops. That's pretty cool. What about yours? It's just a shield wall. Gonna do the old drag through with my generals so they can get to the front a little bit more and do some damage. And they push on up to the top. We are being hit by these archers a fair bit, which I don't like. Go on, Dwarven warriors and miners. And come on, my heroes. Run, 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 run. Push through the huntsmen. They will fall to mighty dwarven axes. Keep killing. Come on, men. You can get him, dwarves. Oh, let's swing him. Swing and a miss. Yeah, clubbing him right around the face. So my generals have now got into the fray a bit, and they're right at the front. Once we break through these guys here, they're holding pretty well. We can just charge straight into the archers. But we can probably give a attack order, a move order for my general, actually, because there's not many of them left. And these guys can go and attack the peasant axemen. Come on, they should all suddenly surge forward any moment. Come on. Charge, dwarves. That guy just, like, henched, like a boss. Just walking forward, takes an arrow to the face, and just like, yeah, look at him, let him go, just keep him walking through. Don't die, though. Oh dear. No, he's still with it, he's still with it. Fight, dwarven nobles. Okay, you guys need to all just go over here now. Go, go, go. We're gonna fast forward it a little bit because it's not the most interesting of battles to watch. Fast forward while we push on through and kill these guys. Hopefully, we use King Dane's ability. So we're losing a fair few of our miners. Need to replenish them quickly. And I need to send some of these guys back to Erebor afterwards, so I'll have to take all these, probably these infantry back that have been weak enough to leave some of my...
Only half the enemy force remains.
Have to leave Gimli and his father behind. But then again, these guys aren't the best troops in the world. This is very hard difficulty, I guess, so they probably get a fair amount of buff to the units' stats. Not sure, honestly.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
Smashing.
We have sent the cart to hell.
Enemy general fallen. Brilliant. Well, that'll be just my luck. I'll lose all my generals or something like that.
Our men are in control of the castle.
Boom! We push through, finally. Shunting that one guy through. Kill him.
Be in awe of the victory
there we
we
go.
have won here today.
Clear victory. We'll take it. 254 losses, but we'll pull those guys back to Erebor with a general because we need to hold that anyway. We've now taken our first territory. Divide and conquer, loading on the bar. Oh, version 1.0 something. Down they go. Withy board. Probably not how you say that at all. But it will be withy board from now on. No point sacking really, we'll just occupy. Do we have much dwarven culture here? We have a little bit of dwarven culture. Not enough though, so we need to probably improve culture bonus increase, which we can get from the brewery. Oh, we can improve our recruitment slot, that's cool. But we'll get the brewery first. And we need to send troops back. Ooh, relations worsen between Isengard and Rohan, well, war declared. And relations worsen with Eastlings of Run, okay. What are my missions? I've got to have at least 4 units. Okay, well, we'll just send back these
Aye,
guys.
sire.
Then that got
Lord.
weakened.
Onward.
They'll take 2 turns,
marched
although let's
our
not go
limit.
through Dale and upset
We
Dale.
march no further today.
Okay, how about these guys? Can they move any
Aye,
further?
my
Yes, we can.
liege. Aye, sire.
I
Marching
remember
now.
that settlement was. He's down here
We'll
somewhere.
rest here the night, sire.
Keep on moving, Thorin. Try and do some early conquests to expand our realm and improve our economy. And we can talk to
Tis
Dale
good
now.
to see you, my friend. How
Oh,
can
we already
we
have
help?
military access. Oh, we can go through their lands. Military access. I assumed we probably had something like that. Map information we haven't shared. Let's do that.
I must say we are not
Oh dear.
convinced.
Afraid not.
We understand your reservation. Until we meet again.
Right, where else should I send my diplomat? You guys decide. Let me know for next part. Anyway, that's when I wrap up the first one. I do hope you enjoyed this start to the Dwarves of Erebor. Any tips and hints, as I mentioned earlier, please do let me know. And any troubleshooting, I guess, to remove any little bits of stutter in the game. If you guys have encountered this yourselves, feel free to throw them in there too. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this part. Comment, rate, subscribe, follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it. Take pride in joining the Legion, my Steam group. All links are in the description. I'll be making an install video for Divide and Conquer in a couple of days' time. Ciao for now.